Hey, Lito Lolo coming back down to earth here, and we have gotten to a point on the internet, ladies and gentlemen, where we are entering a new era, where politically correct culture has been dethroned and is currently at war with the old modern warfare lobbies where slurs and misogynistic comments were normalized. Now, before I get too into detail with that, what am I talking about? So there's a streamer named Hydra Season _ who is cosplaying as Jared from Subway, where he decided to make a joke after he lost a game of Fortnite where he called himself a child predator.
No, I like kids. Well, I swear to God I do. All my life I'm a little child predator. What, bro?
Now, personally, I think a joke like this is very distasteful. There's no punchline, there's no build up to the actual joke, and I'd assume that a guy who enjoys playing Fortnite would understand a little something about building up, but I guess not. Now, I don't think anything that has to do with child predators is funny unless they're getting caught by Chris Hansen.
Is there a light switch in here? Oh, it's behind you, is that it?
Come on out, Joshua.
Oh,
Right over there, please.
But every now and again, if used right, can actually be quite comical, especially if it's in a self-deprecating manner, kind of how like Bobby Lee uses it right here.
When I was 9 years old, every day for summer.
But there's a difference between a comedian and a Fortnite streamer, ladies and gentlemen, and the way Hydra approached it, it just kind of came off weird, malicious, and enough evidence to check his browser history. And apparently everybody on Twitter thought so as well, because you had a lot of people saying that he should be banned for making these comments, in which he actually does, which I do believe that it is warranted, because I just feel like there's some things you just don't say, and being a child predator is definitely on top of that list, right next to like racial slurs and the Holocaust. Now, do I believe Hydra should stay banned? No, I don't. I think he's human. I think he's 19 years old. He's still very young. His brain hasn't fully developed. And I think he just wanted to be very controversial and edgy, which he in fact did accomplish because he's banned. Now, the reason I feel like this is so important, guys, and why he did deserve a temporary ban is because, you know, comments like these should be taken very seriously, especially since 2 years ago a Fortnite streamer named Raul Zito YT, who looks like a very badly customized character from World of Warcraft. He looks like the Dollar General ninja. It looks like he just got gangbanged by a colony of cotton candy. This man was arrested for allegedly, trigger warning, raping 2 children. What a fucking scumbag. I mean, just look at him. Anybody who wears a shirt like this deserves to be on a list. I don't think I've seen anybody who wears shirts like these if they weren't a pedophile. This screams pedophile. Anyways, fuck this guy. Now, Hydra recently got unbanned on the 31st of August, in which he responded with, "They said it was proper that I deserve that ban in the email. Such a weird case. So surprised they accepted it. I shall never fuck up again." Which I feel like he's being honest here. I mean, only time would tell, right? I did watch his recent comeback stream, you know, for research purposes, and to be honest, he just seems like a young dude who is pretty fucking good at Fortnite, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, he does this other thing where he tries to rizz girls up on VR chat, so basically just what a 19-year-old does on a normal basis. But I do think this brings up a bigger discussion, guys, because I think we are coming to a place where cancel culture doesn't have the power that it used to, right? This whole PC culture that goes to a celebrity's Twitter and tries to dig out dirt like they're Shia LaBeouf in holes, where they find a tweet back in 2015 where, you know, this celebrity said something controversial when they were 13 just to try and cancel them, is dying slowly. Now, I feel like within reason, things should definitely be canceled or at least reprimanded, you know? Now, if somebody gets caught for sexual harassment, like Fedmeister or Rich Campbell, if you don't know who those guys are, I will probably do a video soon on streamers who have been canceled, so, you know, stay tuned for that. But I think when it comes to sexual harassment or anything like that, people should definitely 100% be canceled for those things. I believe that the world should have a balance, right? It isn't fun if we have, goody two-shoes walking around, talking about God knows what, taxes, or, like Disney, I don't know. You have to have that polarity. You have to have that yin and you have to have that yang. You need people with a little bit of sauce. The villains of the story, the Aiden Rosses, who has been on the forefront for people that this PC culture has been trying to cancel, including Andrew Tate, till they realized that the power wasn't there anymore. They were like Thanos, trying to snap their finger, realizing that nothing was happening, just to find out that Tony Stark had the power all along. They are getting their confidence back, ladies and gentlemen. They are starting to resurface, which is why I believe the streaming service Kick is so popular, is because it holds those edgier and more controversial streamers, the crowd who, within reason, once again, have a little bit more leeway on what they can and can't say. And I personally think that's needed. I think there should always be a balance between two sides. Now, I'm not saying it's okay for people to say that they are a child predator in a joking manner, but I don't think a kid should lose his entire career for something like that. People are able to evolve, people are able to grow, and as long as he's able to not say anything controversial in the future to that extent, then I think he's good. So, quick update. I kind of sat on the video for a couple days because it felt like I was justifying this negative behavior, and I don't necessarily agree with that. At the end of the day, that's not what I'm doing. I don't agree with any of this. I do believe that there should be a balance, but within reason. Once again, I think a couple jokes here and there isn't that bad. Comedians do it all the time. I feel like we live in a sensitive time frame where people are a little bit more sensitive, and that's kind of the demographic that I'm talking about when I speak on behalf of these, goody two shoes, where a lot of people are a lot more brand friendly and are attempting to go the safe route rather than be who they truly are, where it's disingenuous. So at the end of the day, that's kind of what I was aiming towards with this video, but it comes off like I'm agreeing with the Aiden Rosses and Andrew Tates when I don't really I don't really agree with their ideologies and things of that sort. And I was actually rewatching some of Hydra Season's vlogs, and he's actually very aggressive towards women. And some of it might be a bit, especially when he does these like VR chats. He comes off very, once again, aggressive towards these women, and I think that is not warranted. I feel like right now he's walking on thin ice, and at some point he's going to get canceled again for something a lot worse. And that's just what I believe, because he is very aggressive and kind of dominant towards these women, showcasing the dominator kind of society that we dwell in. And I kind of don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And yeah, that's all I got to say. That's it for me. I'm off to another dimension. See ya.